Okay guys, welcome to example 2. Remember, example 1 involved Jillian making $20 an hour at the gym club in Chatham, okay? Now, what you guys didn't know is Jillian is actually such a good gym instructor that she has multiple offers from different clubs, and the Blenheim Golden Eagles just offered her a job as well. But they told her the situation here, remember, this is what we're going to do. We are going to go for, sorry if you hear my son roaring like a dinosaur, he's in the background. The situation, we're going to go from a situation to a table of values to a graph to an equation, okay? So, example 2, we're going to say Jillian gets an offer as a gym instructor. And she is going to make only $15 per hour in Blenheim. But the Blenheim Club is going to give her $20, so, and $20 to show up. And I should have wrote that other way. In fact, I'm going to write that the other way. The Blenheim Club gives her $20 to show up and $15 for every hour that she works. So let's go right into a table of values. We're going to use hours, which is our H variable. Again, table of values, T-chart, exact same thing. And we are going to use her money. And again, yesterday I called it paycheck. Her money will be our M variable, okay? And we will go with the hours of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this one is where it differs a little bit. Because she gets money for just showing up. Let's say Jillian gets a ride to the gym club to work for the day and they say, I'm really sorry, we had to cancel all classes, so you're going to work 0 hours. Well, in this case, how much money would she get? She would get $20 because she showed up. Okay, so she works 0 hours, she's still getting $20. If she worked 1 hour, she got her $20 to show up and an additional $15 per hour, so that would be $35. Remember how I got there? I used my rate of change, which we can see up here, right there. If she worked 2 hours, we go up 15 again, and she would make $50. And after that, another 15, she would make $65. And for 4 hours, another 15, she would make $80. And after that, another 15, and she would make $95. Okay, jumping over to the graph. I'm going to do the graph down here this time. I have room. I think I have room. Okay, so I have, hold on, sorry, you can't see that. I have my hours down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll have my money up here. I have to go up to 95. I'm going to do the same grid up to 100. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. I'm going to label every other again. So that's my $10, that's my 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. Okay? Okay. So now, as you can see on the hours up here, if she shows up and makes $0, well, she's still making money. She gets paid $20 to show up. After 1 hour, she gets 35. So that's my 30. That's my 40. So right in the middle. After 2 hours, she would get $50. After 3 hours, she would get $65. 4 hours, $80. And 5 hours, 100. No, 95, sorry. Okay. Again, this is a linear relation. It's going up by the same amount every single time. Okay. Going back to our equation. I don't know if you can hear the music in the background, but my kids are having a dance party. So, the equation, we have our money is equal to the initial value plus the rate of change times our other variable, and that is hours. So now we got to go find our initial value. Okay, so initial value, just looking, we did it in sorry, I had to look at my sheets here. So we did our initial value in green last time, so let's do it in green again. So our initial value, well, here she gets $20 to show up. So that's our initial value. In the table of values, it's where my independent is equal to 0. That's right there. On my graph, my initial value is right here, where it hits this axis here. Okay, so I have here my money is equal to, well, I get $20 to show up. Okay, $20 to show up. Plus, well, now I need a rate of change. So let's look for the rate of change here. The rate of change in this is, well, she gets $15 an hour. That's what's changing. Every extra hour, she makes an additional 15. So in the situation, it's right there. Now, in my table of values, it's how much I'm going up by each time. And the same thing in the graph is when I go over 1 hour, how much do I go up? Okay. Over another hour, how much do I go up? So in this case, it's going up 15 each time. And that's where my rate of change is there. So plus $15 an hour. And that is my equation for Jalynn at the Blenheim Gym Club. Now, can't really look at these apples to apples because they're on different scales. But if you could look at these, we'll cover that a different day. What I was going to get at is basically the first graph in example 1 has a steeper line, and the steepness is represented by the size of the slope. Okay, so sorry, the rate of change. The rate of change is 20 here. Okay, where I have a rate of change in my second example of 15 in the graph. If they were on the same grid, you would see that is not the same size. Okay, I hope this helps, guys. I'll have online time tomorrow. I'm going to put an example up soon, and then you guys can try that on your own, and then we'll try to get some homework to you, okay? I hope everyone's healthy and not going crazy in their house. Talk to you later.